Hey, it's Big T. Today I'm going to tie a fly that somebody that I fish with and that guides, has his own guide clientele, but also guides for me, Jacob Brewster. It's a fly that he came up with. I like to carry some local flies that the guides here locally have invented in my store, and this is one of the ones that I pulled out of the bin on a day that I was too lazy to tie. I don't fish a lot of other people's flies, but this is one that I stuck at the end of the line and had good success with. It's a great fly for dirty or stained water, especially when bugs are moving. And I think something that you should probably consider putting in your box. Not sure if he'll be okay with me tying it, putting it out there, but I'm a lot bigger than he is, so I really don't think he can do a lot about it. This is called the Black Magic, and we'll put thread to hook here in just a second. All right, we're gonna start with a Big T jig claw hook in a size 16 in the vise, and that is a 3.0 millimeter tungsten slotted light pink bead. And this is the Semperfli Classic Wax thread. If you haven't used their threads, consider it. They really do a good job of providing consistent coloration. Everything seems to be real consistent with their materials. This is a CDL feather, Coq de Leon. And I don't know that it really matters what kind of coloration. This is probably a light Pardo. It's got some speckle in it. And we're going to pull off about anywhere from three to five fibers. And I like my tail to be roughly a half a hook shank, maybe a little bit longer. I'm gonna place that on top of the hook. And I've started that somewhere around the midpoint because I've found it to be easier to start it a little bit further up the hook shank and hold it on top and wrap backwards. Now, one thing you can do if you kind of want those to splay a little bit is to come underneath, and that'll spread the fibers out. And now I'm going to wrap back up towards the top of the bead, and we'll trim that off. Next thing I'm going to do is tie in a couple of things. One of the original, I think, that Jacob ties only uses a tinsel. I'm actually gonna, for durability purposes, I'm gonna tie in a purple wire, but I'm also gonna tie in the Semperfli purple micro glint. I really like the look of that micro glint, but I have found that if you catch a lot of fish on that fly, that tinsel will easily start coming apart. And so I've got them put together. We'll wrap that back to the back here. And then I'm going to actually twist these together some. And it's gonna allow me to kind of mesh these two materials, the wire and the micro glint. Had a leftover piece of wire. I should have gotten something a little longer, but we'll make it work. And then once I've got that together, I'm also going to hit that with just a hair of the Solarez bone dry, and that'll help adhere these two together without really creating any unnecessary bulk rather. So now that we've got that together, we're ready for our body. I like to blend a lot of my own dubbings. This particular blend is natural hair and black. And then I've added some Semperfly Starling ice dubbing to that, cutting it into small pieces and sticking that in an inexpensive coffee grinder. Now, you can use any sort of black dubbing that you prefer. And once we get a nice little dubbing noodle on there, we'll work our body up. Probably got a little more than I need, so we'll take that excess off and wrap up. And then we're gonna simply wrap our tinsel and our wire together. Come over top of it to tie it off. And that's it. Now I keep what I'm gonna call a junk pair of scissors around, but I also like to cut way up the scissors so that I'm not dulling the part that I'm gonna use the most. And then you can either come in and just do a simple whip finish. Sometimes I'll hit it with Zap-A-Gap. Sometimes I'll hit my thread with the Solarez bone dry. To finish it off. And then just cure it real quickly. And that's it. The Black Magic, very similar to a waltz worm in essence. Pink bead. The purple really makes it pop, but I find again, stained water, this fly can be deadly. Appreciate you watching. Please subscribe and comment if you'd like. And these materials and all your other fly tying and fishing needs can be found at the website, bigtflyfishing.com.